Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Okay, happy Monday. How is everyone doing? I hope y'all all had a good weekend. I hope y'all had a good Monday. And we're going to have a good old start to the work week. The weather has broken. It is officially warm here in Michigan. And so we don't have to worry about no cold weather until the fall. But again, hello. Please make sure to, like the video if you have not already. And do not forget to always subscribe if you need to. Because sometimes y'all don't be subscribing, but y'all be watching and I be seeing it. So again, do the nice thing. Okay, and always like the video and always subscribe. Or you can also share it as well, because folks who don't know me, but they know you, that's how they'll get to know me. Okay, so I hope that one, y'all can hear me. Y'all should be able to, because it's a thing to do. I did my Housewives of Atlanta review. That is already up, so go watch that. It was good. You know, I cussed out who I needed to cuss out and then fuss at those who needed fussing, okay? But we are here to discuss, some hot topics, some foolishness, okay, and stuff. Not too much, but not a little bit or whatever. I'm going to still try to keep this below 2 hours. You know why? Because I am tired and stuff, okay? But I am here. Wait, let me get on screen. Okay. I got a shirt on. I gotta be sure I'm wearing that shirt. Because I be chilling. Okay. I be in my own element, relaxing, relating, and releasing, and center myself and everyone around me. Okay. But hey, how y'all doing? How is everyone? Good, and stuff. Okay, look. I know it is 9:15. I know my live be set for 9, but this is the thing. I be having to get home and then get on the computer. And if I set it for 9:15, y'all won't get here until 9:30. Okay, so I set it for 9 because I'm always on around 9:10. Okay, so look, y'all be on time. Let me be late. Okay, y'all can't be late. I can be late. I'm just playing. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. But hello to y'all. To all of the JayBirds, to the JayBirds, the moderators, the members, okay, the new strangers, and all of that. Hello to all of y'all, okay? We are here. We are live and in color, okay, with red lips, the bun, okay, glasses and all and stuff. So, hi, hello, hello. Okay, come on at 80,000. Look, we're gonna work it into existence. God said, okay, He may not come. You want Him, He will be on time. We just wait on God to be on time. Okay, and we gonna get the 80. We gonna get the 80,000. Okay. Anyway, um, we have to speak it into existence. But again, hello to all the people. So saying hello to y'all, hello to me, Kay and stuff. And yes, 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 yes. Um she really takes time to fight people. Look, one day I'm gonna do a video and like I'm gonna point my camera to the screen to show y'all the dedication, okay, it takes to make my thumbnails. Okay, how y'all the way I have having to move one little inch. Okay, because I gotta move them over a little bit. Okay, or the color don't look right there. Okay, I can't put. Child, it's very tedious and it aggravated like this aggravated me that I could not find Shamia in any like a nude color. All of Shamia's outfits, or Shamia and Phaedra, were extra read all about it, but I had no choice but to use that thing. But yeah, my thumbnail shall look, I be doing it because it has to look presentable. Okay, it has to look. I have to Google each person, look through 8,756 pictures. Okay, find the best color. Sometimes find the same picture 4 different times for the best resolution. Okay, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. But one day, I'm gonna show y'all just how crazy it be when I'm out here doing my graphics. Okay, it's not as easy as y'all would think. Okay, having to remove backgrounds and double up stuff so it's long. The whole thing. Okay, a whole thing. Okay, 3 hours. I don't want to be on for 3 hours. I don't want to be on here for 3 hours. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Jesus, I'm gonna try my best to leave it to 2 hours, okay? Because the thing is, it's really not that much stuff. I just talk too damn much, okay? And I realize that I be talking for no reason, and y'all be letting me do it. So it's really y'all fault, because y'all gonna be like, Jaylee, shut up, move on, okay? But if y'all tell me shut up, move on, I'm gonna get pissed and say shut up. So you know what? We see each other. Yes, look, before I get on, I be like, girl, you want a shirt? Camera off. Because, look, I am a firm believer when you at home and you relaxing and resting, child, have on as little clothes as you can. It's the time to be free, okay? Your house is your peace. And I be having to make sure before I hit the camera button, I'm like, girl, do you have a shirt on? Okay, are you wearing pants? Are your titties out? Is anything shown? No hit thing, okay? But yeah, okay. But yeah, hi, hey. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, because you in LA? It's gonna be 9 something here. Oh, you like a happy vacation and stuff. Okay. Happy vacation. That's a song. Anyway, yes. Good evening. Okay. Look, I think people don't. When I first started on YouTube, I had crappy thumbnails because I didn't know then how to make thumbnails. I wasn't using Canva then, and now ever since I found Canva and I pay for Canva, I am all with child be just making graphics for no reason. Okay, I was bored last week and my Karla had a show Friday. and she had mentioned to me, "Oh, I gotta get on the thing and make me a flyer." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, friend." And then they're like, and I was like, "Oh, I made you a flyer. I be making shit because I can do that." Okay, but yeah, making thumbnails is a whole thing. Okay, you have to be creative, but also have a staple look so folk know, you know what? That's a Jaylee thumbnail. Why? Because her background is stationary. Okay, her logo was right there. Okay, how she positions stuff. Okay, how she makes. Look, I had to make those edges round. Them edges ain't come round by themselves. No, ma'am, no, sir. Okay, if y'all see the shit I have to work with to edit, I'm just saying. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one day. I don't know when. But yes, we here. Okay, not praying for not a 3 hour tour. You know what? Nope. Let me get to sharing my screen, right? And after what I decided today, I said, girl, sometimes your lives be long because you talk about all that foolishness. So I'm gonna start having like the crazy stories, like real life stories and whatever. I'm gonna start having that stuff in a separate video. Because y'all know, look, I'll be having stuff premiering or whatever. I want to premiere more pre-recorded stuff so that way when I can't go live, it's still content being posted. I can get back in the YouTube algorithm, okay, and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing the crazy stories as a whole separate video that y'all can watch at y'all leisure. And I'm gonna try to leave my lives to be the celebrity, craziness or whatever. We're gonna see. Oh, did she? I love it. Layla tells Layla tells Layla. I love Layla Lynn. Did she? I gotta see when. Tag me to your so YouTubers unite. Okay. But let me get to sharing my screen. Now, child, look. I be having stories. I be forgetting to do them. I'm going to. When I first started YouTube, I posted everything. I was always posting story times, reviews, gospel stuff, or whatever. And then I got busy at work. Okay, I'd be really busy at work now, so I don't have the right time to be doing stuff or whatever. And then sometimes driving to work, child, because I don't like my new camera mount. It be shaking too much. I can't record in the car, and so. But I'm like, I need to get back into this posting stuff to post stuff because I be wanting to I wanted to do a full fledged Teen Mom season review because I like Teen Mom, and I had so much shit to say and I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. Okay, so I keep telling myself, girl, you busy at work. You know what I'm saying? But on your way to work, record in the car. Do your stuff and just have it for conversation because I think I'm funnier driving because I can be louder. Because at home I don't want to be too loud because I don't want to be the rude neighbor. So I'm trying my best to get back into my consistent posting bag. I promise you I'm gonna do it. It's June. It's a whole new month. For the month of June, I'm gonna do that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do it. What L Biggie said? L Biggie said, I watch my YouTube channels and I have a handful. Come on, not a handful that you love, and I ain't want them. I am like, thank you. My voice is kind of being crazy. But thank you. I appreciate folks who consistently watch. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's also a pitfall of YouTube. It's like sometimes we get to the groove of only posting what we think everyone wants to see, which makes less content. And I'm like, girl, look, I can talk about anything. Okay. So we're gonna see. But thank y'all. Car conversation. I'm gonna do one tomorrow. I'm gonna do a car conversation tomorrow. And I'm gonna post it tomorrow afternoon. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. But let me share my screen because I saved stuff and I made sure that I was looking at stuff and for what it was. I even pulled Cardi's full rant. Okay, the full rant for y'all. So we will get into that and whatnot. But that's the wrong button. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, we here. Let's see my save stuff. And then saving stuff sometimes try to be time consuming around here. So people was fooling, the past couple days because I've not done a live since Thursday, I think. So I want to just get into a few things. Well, first of all, my husband. Okay, my husband who don't know he my husband, but he's my husband. Okay, and I feel like that's the thing that we have to see is my husband. Damson Idris graced the covers of GQ. Okay, round here looking good. Now, first of all, look, I loved him on Snowfall playing Frankenstein. Okay, and I feel like since that show had ended, I think he has one movie coming up and whatnot. I just love this man. Okay, first of all, he's getting older. Okay, I think he's like 30 or whatever. Wait, what happened? What happened? Tell me which video that Layla, which one was it? Because first of all, I watched her and I'm surprised. I didn't see it, but it's very, very possible it's something that I just did not get to. So if y'all know at least what she was talking about, so I can go and I can find it and I can go and comment because I can't rewatch all her stuff because I'm like, but I watched Layla. So if y'all can remember this, what it was like, what the video was about, I can find it and I can go comment, get my girl. Look, Layla. When I first started YouTube and I watched her, I loved how detailed she was. And I feel like that made me not feel bad about how I'm not a quick YouTube talker or whatever. Like I'm like detail. And I think she does and she be like deep diving and shit. So that's what made me love her as a YouTuber. And she is so successful. All that stuff. So I love it. But yeah, if y'all know what she was talking about, at least what the video was, I'll try to go find it. I was talking about I was like, child, that could be anything. That can be anything. I talk cash shit, my baby. I'm doing today too. Okay, back to my husband, damn thing. First of all, his skin tone, his accent, okay, how he can flip and script and stuff. I love him, but he graced the cover, okay, out here looking handsome. First of all, Damson Idris. You hear me? You hear me? Okay, he is very handsome. He's very talented, and I've seen him for the award thing. I've seen him speak up about the foolishness of people talking cash money shit about black women or whatever, and him taking up for us and how crazy it is that other men are so negative about us as women or whatever. And I like that too. Okay. Plus his skin tone. Okay. It's a Snickers. It's a Snickers bar. Is that why they're dancing? Because it's a Snickers. I don't know. Anyway. My point is and was, Damson said, let me see it. Damson, because I follow him. Okay. Damson said, what you want? The nuts or the chocolate? And I said both. Okay. Anyway, again, handsome man, and I like his outfits. Okay. I like the outfits. Now, is he scuba diving? I'm not sure. He's in a new movie with Brad Pitt where they're playing race car people or whatever. I'm gonna go see it because I like him. Not ready for Brad Pitt. But again, come on, leather pants on the beach, okay, and stuff. I like the little jacket, the little buckle of the belt, little tight shirt and whatnot. Okay. Anyway, now Brad, what was you doing? What was Brad Pitt doing? Oh, hey, Lewis Hamilton. He's a race car driver. Okay. What the fuck is Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt used to be handsome. Not that he's not anymore. Okay, have a drink for me. Not that he isn't anymore. I just feel like Brad Pitt sometimes now look like, you know what I'm saying, an old dirty man or whatever. But Who knows? Damson, close your legs. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? But yeah, okay. A little leather jacket and whatnot, little outfit on the beach and whatnot. So I like it. Okay. Now I do feel like because I saw somebody say that how he should play in the not Wakanda, he should play in Black Panther. A part of me feel like he might, because he had posted himself like fighting, like in practice fighting or whatever, and I was like, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, is he finna be in something? Is there something happening? I don't know. And plus, if I feel like the way the last Black Panther left off, we know his son was around there with the mom and whatever, and a part of me felt like the next version would be years later. Okay, and I'm like, Damson could absolutely be King T'Challa's son grown up. Okay, he could be the new Black Panther in the third. Okay, so I just, I would like it. I would like to see it. Okay, but he's also in the new movie coming out called, I think it's called like Blood. It's called Blood and Bone. What is this movie called? Because he just wrapped filming a movie. I feel like he said Blood and Bone or something like that. It's him and some other people. But again, I just want to see the Black men's on my television, okay, and on the screen. So congrats to my husband, who don't know he's my husband, Damson Idris. Okay, so congrats to him. Also, the BET Awards are coming on. What's the airing? The BET Awards. When's that airing though? Oh, Monday, June 9th. So next Monday, the BET Awards are coming on. Mariah Carey's getting the Ultimate Icon Award. She's an honoree of the Ultimate Icon. Mariah Carey is the icon. She is. Because I remember her in the 90s. So she's been around forever. Okay. Jamie Foxx has also been honored with the Ultimate Icon. Jamie Foxx going from, playing Wanda on In Living Color to all of his other movies he's done, to all the stuff, the Jamie Foxx show. I think, let me see, Jamie Foxx. How many movies has he done? Jamie Foxx. I feel like Jamie Foxx has done 18,769 movies. But I think the one that like the movie that Held Up, okay, Breaking All the Rules, okay, Players Club, okay, he was a DJ in there. Booty Call was funny, okay. Even him and Muhammad, in the fact that he's played so many different characters, funny, dramatic, crazy, okay. Him as a villain on the Spider-Man movie, okay. I just think he's played so many different roles over time. Him and Who Killed they cloned Tyrone. So again, I feel like Jamie Foxx is an absolute, icon around here. Okay. And I like the movies that's not like popular but still great. Okay. Who else they're giving it to? Kurt Franklin. I have always said that Kurt Franklin is a gospel hype man. Okay, he is the gospel version of Flavor Flav, because Flavor Flav is the hype man of Public Enemy. Okay, and I said, for all that I know, Kurt Franklin has always been like he's like him. He's a hype man. Okay, he's dancing around the stage stuff, but I still love him. Okay, I think he's still very talented and stuff in his own right. And me saying he's a hype man of gospel is not me trying to degrade or nothing to him. I'm just saying I think he's great, but he's also the greatest hype man for Jesus. So he's also an honoree as the ultimate icon. Then Snoop Doggy Dogg. Now, I am still not too happy with Snoop, because Snoop was around there at that ball. Was it a ball for Trump and them? Something I can't remember. So, Snoop is on my list a little bit, okay, but he's still Snoop DOG, okay. So again, I think this is good. honoring those who have paved the way for goodness and stuff in the year. So congrats on again. It airs next Monday, and yes, I will review the BET Awards because I have to talk shit about whoever is on there on the bullshit. Congrats also to Garcelle, who left the Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she's now doing what? Making moves, making money. Okay, in Hollywood, she has expanded her lifetime partnership. She has 2 new movies. Okay, when you leave the Bravo people, have something else set up. Okay, so Garcelle leaves on her own accord. I gotta go. I gotta go right now. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. Okay, I can't say shout out Trey Songz. You don't like Trey Songz, but again, congrats to Fancy, to Garcelle, okay, for expanding, having more and more movies. And again, she's directing and promoting and acting, and that's what you do. When them hoes on the show want to act stupid, when they want to act like you need them, okay, would that mean fuck Sutton, Dorito, okay, fuck Kyle, fuck Erica, all of them. Okay, I am doing my own thing. Kiss my grit. So congrats to Garcelle around here and stuff. Now, this white man, Todd Chrisley, okay, who was locked up, was in prison, okay, because he was around here scheming and scamming people, and had went to jail for bank fraud, tax evasion. So technically, Todd and his wife both did about 2.5 years because they both went to prison in January 2023. They both just got out in June. So again, about 2.5 years. So he press conference because I am a white man, okay, and I am innocent.
So, we're grateful for everything that has happened thus far. And as bad as this experience has been, there's also been a lot of blessings to come from it.
Because going to prison is a blessing for a white man. Because I can be a victim when I get out.
I have met some wonderful men. I have listened to some.
Look. Oh, happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. I saw that right there. Oh, and also happy when it's the Indigenous History Month as well. Happy everything to everyone of June, in the month of June. But I met a lot of good men because we think you gay. That just sounds funny to me. But there's good people in prison. There's also killers in prison.
Horrific stories about things that have gone on in our system, and whether you believe it or not, because I was you at some point. Even though this pardon has happened, I still was convicted of something that I did not do.
Sir. Don't sit up there, okay, with your new haircut, your new dyed hair, lying to us. Okay?
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
You are not innocent.
It could be you.
It could, if it was me, I'm innocent. Okay? If they accused me of bank fraud and tax evasion, I would be innocent. Sir, you did that shit.
It could be you. It could be any of you. And somewhere in this room.
Because let's not forget, you weren't pardoned for being innocent. You was pardoned for being white and your daughter sucking Coke 45 for leniency. Okay? So your pardon had nothing to do with you being innocent. Okay? You weren't let go. Okay? Your charges wasn't dropped. Okay? You are out because of the Caucasianness of you and Colt 45 and your blonde-haired Dimbo daughter. Yep, a Dimbo. I think she's dim and a bimbo. Okay. My point is, you can't talk as if, you know what, I'm innocent and that's why I'm here today. Because I got out because no, you're not innocent. You got a get out of jail free card from another felon who got out of jail for free as well.
someone has had a family member that has been affected by this system. So I understand the shame that's around it, but I refuse to feed into that because shame is like a cancer that just spreads, and I have no shame.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. No, why would you? Why would you have any shame when you get look, I have many of family members in jail. They are guilty though. All the folks who I know, technically, all the people that I have known in my life who has went to jail and was found guilty and served jail prison time did it. But I know there are other people who were found guilty and they were innocent, but you are not one of those people. So please get off your gay soapbox, sir.
So I will continue to fight for all of the guys that I dealt with and that I was blessed to be with at FPC Pensacola. I will continue to expose the injustices that go on there and throughout the department and throughout the Bureau of Prisons.
But let's expose the negativity and the illegal actions of the person who got you out of jail. To speak about how unfair things are in the prison system when the person who freed you should be in prison himself it's called hypocrisy. You are talking about the injustices that are happening to the other folks in the prison. Sir, you were freed by...
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Because you were freed by a felon. When speaking of injustices, you can't say that when the person who freed you is an unjust person at his core. You should have got out of prison, went and washed your ass, washed the prison off, washed all the prison off, and shut up and ate your food. Because there are many people who Code 45 has fucked over, and they're living in their fucked overness, including everyone in America.
I know that Julie, who is a wonderful, decent, God-fearing woman, and that I am blessed to have been married to and been with for over 30 years now. An excellent mother. She's at home with Chloe right now.
She's also a criminal. She's also a felon.
And Chloe will not let her go. So we're blessed.
Because kids like chaos.
Blessed to have our family back.
So that was one of crock of bullshit that man said on his way home. Okay. Then he because this is the thing you got to do. When you are trying to be the white savior of other people, you have to, let me also speak on the racial injustice going on in prison.
Just being consumed with pride while at the same time knowing that this is a long shot because so many people are told no. And being in the prison system, anyone that says that it's a fair shake, it's not.
We know because you got out. Your daughter was round and sucking at the teat of Code 45 to get her jailbird guilty, federally indicted, found guilty parents out of jail. Did she ever at one point say, hey, Code 45, why I'm sucking you off? Let me let you know about the injustices happening at the prison with my parents, okay? Because while Code 45 freed your daddy, he could have also stepped in to help the other people who were having issues at said prison. But no, okay? The dimbo behind him, okay, did not care about any of the other injustices happening at the same prison her father was at. Well, let my daddy out, okay, I will suck your dick. See, that's
because I dealt with young African-American males in the prison that I was in. That
I bet you did.
Were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain things.
And did any of y'all tell Code 45 that while Code 45 had his pen, where my pen at? I ain't got no pen right here. When Code 45 had his pen signing your get out of jail free card. He signed anything to help the other people in the prison. No. Wanna know why? Because you didn't give a fuck. That's why. That's why. But y'all let COVID-5 free y'all.
I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't denied that. And
the same way that you free and the other men in your prison ain't free. Because are you the only person who was in that prison who was innocent? Are you the only? Because look, if you are in prison for a violent offense, stay in there. Okay. But are there any other people who the same crimes as you who are still in there? No. You got out and they didn't. They in there with their 3 meals a day, still being treated unfairly. Who was unfair to them? Was it the warden? Other inmates? The guards? Be a full snitch. Who did it?
And so I think that is a much bigger picture that we all as a society as a whole need to look at.
You think we don't know that there are black men and women in prison being treated unfairly? That is proof of the Caucasianness of your bloodline that you are making seem as if, just today. Oh Lord, no one had any idea that there were black people, okay, black, brown people who are in prison being treated unfairly. I had no idea. Y'all, until this white man came and told me, Jesus, till this white man came and opened up my eyes that there are black people, people of color in prison who are denied basic rights that the white inmates get. I had no idea that was happening to them. Child. I am 43. Can y'all believe that no one knew? And this white fish said, we have to discuss this. This has to be on the docket immediately. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Did y'all know that they don't get what I got, they didn't get? Oh, you don't say. The fact that you didn't know that shows how you getting out of prison is your Caucasian birthright. Little bitch.
That we are one. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever, at the end of the day, when you're in that hospital, you don't care if it's a Democrat treating you or a Republican.
Some of them do. There are a lot of people who don't want people like us treating them. So
some of you may, but I want whoever's going to be the best person to do that. Just being consumed with pride.
I just want y'all to see the picture of righteousness, okay, who wants us to know how difficult it is to be in prison. Okay, that no one had any idea how unfair prison is. Because we didn't know. We didn't know. I hate assholes. I hate assholes. They get on my nerves. I hate assholes. They do get on my nerves. Next up. While the white man was being freed from prison, okay, Katie from Housewives of Potomac is saying, hey, while Code 45 is letting white people out of the prison, Code 45 let Karen out too. Katie posted saying, I'm so happy for the white people getting out of prison. Now let's pardon Karen. She doesn't deserve this. I'm going to, bitch. First of all, Not only is the Chrisleys guilty, so is Karen. Karen needs prison. Karen kept getting DUIs. Karen could have killed people. Okay, Karen need to sit her ass down for this. Is the thing. Let Karen do her year. They did 2.5 years. Okay, let it be. So I need people to stop trying to get people out of jail just because. Prison is a consequence of bad actions. And there is a difference between, you know what, Karen jaywalked twice and got a year in prison. That's unfair. Okay, if you jaywalk twice, you should not get prison. If you have 4 DUIs, and if the 4th one is you crashing your car into a fucking tree and you're belligerently drunk and could have killed somebody, you're supposed to go to jail. You wanna know why? That's called the law. So while we don't want to see good people in prison, I also don't want drunk people on the roads either. Okay, so no, let Karen sit her ass in jail. You wanna know why? Because she had 3 chances before the 4th DUI to not get no more DUIs. Okay, so let's ask for the right people to be free, not Karen, not the Chrisleys. Okay, just stop it. Full of fucking. I'm like, what is wrong? What's wrong with people? Also, child, I don't watch the House of Villains, but I know of the show. They got Jackie Christie on there. I said, bitch, Jackie Christie from. Jackie is batshit crazy from Basketball Wives. Them having her on there at the same time as Tiffany Pollard in New York. Now, New York has been on the show for each season. I don't know why they keep bringing her back. Not sure. But I may have to watch to see how crazy Jackie is on this show. So if you have not watched the show, if you don't care, Jackie gonna be on the show acting a fucking fool. Her husband is a coach now. I would just want to be a coach's wife. I don't want to be on this. I don't want to be on none of that shit. Leave me out of it. Taylor Swift, in Caucasian news, Taylor Swift has gotten back off her mattress. Now, as a person who understands wanting to own your own work, Taylor Swift finally been able to own all of her work. It's great. Okay. It's a great thing for artists. Okay. It says after 6 whole years, I got my shit. Okay. I've been wanting my shit. Couldn't get my shit. I got my shit. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? Any artist deserves this. If you make, if you create, if it's your stuff, you should own it. Now, somebody else wrote the shit. And if somebody else wrote it and produced it, it's their stuff. But if you produced your own stuff, you should be able to own. So congrats to Taylor Swift for owning her masters, for all her songs and stuff. Kudos to her. Tyler Perry is getting sued. I said, girl, Tyler Perry, the moment you didn't write something, you get sued. So Tyler has a new show. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. It's a show called She the People. Is it on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix. With Terry J. Vine, with Levita. They're being sued. Okay. Amy Allison, who's the president and founder of a nonprofit called She the People, has filed a lawsuit saying y'all stole my shit. Okay, she's Netflix, Tyler Perry's company, and also Terry J. Vine. She's suing all of them. They're all defendants. She's saying, "Hey, I worked with Terry J. Vine previously. I tried to develop a docuseries based on She the People concept. Okay, we did not work. We didn't do it. It was going to focus on uplifting the women of color in politics. And then, lo and behold, here come Tyler and Terry with a show that's her concept. This is the thing. and I've said this to you, if you have a concept, an idea, a book, a movie, a play, okay, or whatever, a handshake, if you have that stuff, if you don't have it copywritten, trademarks, if all your I's are not crossed, dotted, circled, all of that in between, don't go telling nobody nothing. Because when you take an idea to somebody and you have not protected it, they can use it loosely. Okay? Because this show technically is exactly what the girl pitched. You came and told me about what you wanted to do. Now, we don't know the detailed conversation. We don't know how much of the concept was down packed. It could have just been, I have an idea. I am a nonprofit that is about uplifting women of color in politics, and I want to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, okay, cool. But if you don't have all your I dotted, circled, squared off, if you have all that, they can absolutely take some of what you made and suggest it, and they can sometimes fine tooth it out, come with a full concept and put it out. That is a negative thing in the game. Now, I want to also say this. There's a difference between someone having an idea of what they want to do and you mention to somebody and then you don't do with it what you need to do, but they come up with a full-fledged idea before you can put out what you wanted to put out. I have a full-fledged book written. Okay? Because y'all know I'm a writer. I have a full-fledged book. I have a full-fledged fictional book written that I just won't show anyone, because once you show people it before it's properly protected, you know what I'm saying? It can go here, it can go there. Okay? I have a full book of poetry, erotic poetry. But if you go, you gotta keep it tight. Okay? Keep it tight. Because you never know what someone else can see, take, and run with. Okay? So this is unfortunate. Okay? Now, she wants some money. Okay? She was seeking unspecified damages and has requested the court to intervene. Now, I think the show came out. If I'm not, I haven't watched it. Is it on, let me see, Netflix? Is it on already? Because I think I keep seeing previews for it. But I haven't. Oh Lord! Don't, child. They just you gonna empty this plan? I might ask you to play nothing. Let me see. She the people. She the people. Is it out yet? It is out. I did not say play, Netflix. Stop playing with me. So it's an 8-episode TV show. Okay, it's in the top 10. It's number 6 on Netflix, so it's out around here. I'm gonna look at it this weekend because it's in my list. My list is long. I got Forever, She the People, Sirens, The Four Seasons, Big Mouth, Osama Bin Laden, The Residents. I got all kinds. I ain't got You, the last season of You. I got the time. Anyway, my point is, you know, I feel like Tyler and Terry, give the lady some money. Okay. I feel like, why would y'all name the show She the People? Because if the lady has a website for her stuff, because I'm Googling She the People. Oh, now there is a She the People.org. Girl, there is a She the People. but I almost feel like it don't count because it was established in 2024. That was like yesterday. Anyway, my point is, stop showing people what you have if you haven't protected it. Okay, get some kind of a non-compete clause where if we have a conversation, a meeting about this, you cannot use anything that I'm discussing with you. You cannot use any of my shit and your other shit. Okay, so we will see what happens with this lawsuit. Okay, now Nicci Gilbert. Yeah, Nicci Gilbert had a play. What was the play called? The play was called Soul Kittens Cabaret. And she was saying how the people who created P Valley stole her idea. Now, Nicci's cabaret play, P Valley to me is an example of, did they probably see what Nicci made and they flushed it out and made it better? Yes. But I feel like people do that every day on regular shows. ER and Grey's Anatomy. Okay. Friends, Living Single. The Parkers and who's the mom? Just things that are the same. The Parkers and one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Flex and his daughter and their life or whatever. I just feel like there's a difference in you took my exact concept. You stole my shit. Versus, I see what you did there. Because her cabaret play thing was about a cabaret show somewhere. There was a man who was like an LGBTQ person who ran the cabaret or whatever. It was that. So it was similar. Yeah, come on now. So I think there's a difference in, I saw what you did there. I'm going to change a little bit and have you mine. I think there are 18,000 gas stations. There are 18 different, different shoe. There are things that are the same yet different. I don't think Nicci should have sued P Valley and the people. I would use the P Valley stuff as advertisement to promote my own shit. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't spend all this time trying to sue them people, and it didn't help you. I think she thought she would win, and that's unfortunate because I watched the play to be sure what it was. There were similarities, but I feel like there are similarities in a lot of shows and movies and stuff that's the same yet different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying she was wrong for trying to protect her property of her content, but I do feel like sometimes things are similar but not the same. So because she sued, who was? I think was it everybody? I think she sued everybody, and because they kept going back and forth in court, that's a reason why it was taking a long. We still don't have season 3. They were in court for a while. She has to pay the legal fees because she sued them back and forth in court, and then she ended up losing. She's now been ordered to pay the lawyer fees to them because she lost. That's unfortunate because again, she is now. Look, I don't like Nicci Gilbert. I don't. I feel like there's a part of her that is a mean girl, messy thing, and that's not. She's a talented artist, singer, but she aggravates me. So again, she sued Lionsgate and all them people. Say, hey, My Soul Kids Cabaret was stolen by y'all. I'm suing. Okay, and then she lost. It says that C, according to Gilbert, it's about what it's her IP, her property theft. But again, I'm not. At some point, I'm not going to keep fighting the losing battle because I'm wasting my money. And Nicci should have, once she saw like no one was really taking her serious or whatever, and folks felt like, I mean, we see that as similar, but it's not the same thing. This is the thing too. Couture in them, stars in them, the power that be behind P Valley was smart enough to make enough changes to P Valley that they knew she could not win in court. That's the getcha gotcha. If you see what someone did and you copy it, you can't copy it verbatim. I'm going to take the concept of a LGBTQ man who runs some kind of cabaret strip club with the women's, okay? And I'm gonna take that concept and then spin it. I'm gonna add my own twist, my own flavors to it. I'm gonna have better dancers. I'm gonna have Uncle Clifford. I'm gonna add me a little murder. Okay, I'm gonna add a diamond. I'm gonna add all these extra elements to P Valley, so that way no one can say it's a Soul Kids Cabaret. Yes, it's similar. Yeah, it's similar, but it ain't the same. Okay, it's different. Different town, different this, different that. You know what I'm saying? And the to me, the getcha gotcha is once I realize they changed enough of it to where it's not mine. I know what they did. I know it's similar. And I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm mad. Okay. But I think her downfall was she kept fighting a losing battle when she should have used the attention to the comparisons to relaunch her play. To then take her play on the road. Sometimes when lemons are tossed at you and you losing the lemon battle, catch them lemons and make some lemonade. And Nicci's problem is she don't know when to make lemonade. Also, as I said, there are many, like YouTubers, we are all discussing the same shit. We are all on YouTube with our channels having the same fucking conversations in different ways. We all have intro videos. We all have we have all this stuff that's similar but different. And we can't say, well, so-and-so copied me. Well, sometimes copying is the best form of flattery. But I'm not going to sit here and fight about someone who has something that looked like what I did. I'm gonna keep changing my shit up. I'm gonna keep making it be different. And she kept just trying to fight to get the show canceled. And she wrote, "Child, my case is not as high profile as Diddy, Tory Lanez, or any headline, okay? But it doesn't make it less important. And no one said at it that it isn't." She's like, it's IP theft. Generational wealth destroyed, families bankrupted by billion-dollar corporations because again, she's having to pay the legal fees against the people. But again, that's why folks say you can't always fight if you can't afford to lose. There are some battles worth fighting and some that are not. And I thought this was not the hill that she should die on. Because again, I'm not fighting that. I'm going to use the attention of my play to get my play to be better than what it was, to get some money on. Okay, I was ordered to pay another $170K to Lionsgate on top of everything else simply for having all this to fight. Her point was, I'm having to pay because I tried to sue them. That's a part of the legal system. And yes, it's unfair. Yes, I feel bad for her because I'm sure she don't have an additional, 200 grand that's sitting around that she don't need to pay a $1 billion company. I'm pretty sure. But that's why I say work smarter, not harder. Don't sue the big company hoping that you'll win if you don't see a clear-cut win for yourself. Like, you know what? Let me use this to my advantage. Let me say, hey, they stole that from me. Did they? Then everyone who watched P Valley would have went and watched her show. But she didn't do that. She didn't re-put out her play. She didn't do that. So sometimes make lemonade, girl. Make lemonade. Because sometimes it's hard for us to fight against the big companies. And I'm not saying that no one should, I'm not saying that anyone should never stand up for themselves. I'm just saying sometimes think about, can I afford to lose? Can I afford to lose? I really can. So what I will do is I will build up off of the momentum of P Valley and me saying, hey, they thought I would have done that. But she ain't me. Anyway, so yeah, poor Nicci Gilbert. But she also starts my nerves. Kimora Lee Simmons' ex-husband, that white man she married, who was stealing, okay, fraud. Tim Leffner has been sentenced to 2 years in prison for his role in the $2.7 billion fraud. I said, girl, that's a lot of fraud. That's a lot of fraud. He pled guilty back in 2018. This is a multi-billion dollar corruption fraud scheme. Okay, he was found guilty in 2018 to conspire to launder money, violate the anti-bribery laws, admitted to helping steal over $2.7 billion from Malaysia's sovereign fund alongside financier J-Ho Low and banker Roger NG. I read these names. Anyway, he is doing, look, $2.7 billion, and he's only getting 2 years in prison. Okay, let's say he made fake email accounts, deceived colleagues, lied to Kimora, his wife at this point in time. Now he pocketed over $50 million in kickbacks. Bitch, 50. He got $50 million. Girl, they said Goldman Sachs paid $5 billion penalties, wanted a harsher sentence because he refused to repay $20.7 million in restitution. Anywhere I go, he going to prison. Child, I think he off like what he was a full scammer. Okay, he was a full schemer. Child, look, give me 100,000. Okay, Kimora, Lee, Tim Lessner. I need you. I need J-Ho Low. I need Roger Nunge. I need all you hoes to give me 100 grand because y'all had 2 points. And my issue be the people who are once you are a billionaire, there should be a law. Once you have 100 million, once you have $100 million, there should be a law that you are required to give other people money. No one should be able to be a billionaire. That should be illegal. There should be a I ain't got no money fund. And when any one person has $100 million in the bank, okay, cash, you should be required to donate a certain amount every year. Like, period. Maybe once you hit 200 mil. Okay, no one should be allowed to be a billionaire. Okay, it just shouldn't happen that way. That's insane. That's insane. If all the people in the world, Craig, who are billionaires, gave $100,000 to anyone who has less than 100 grand in their accounts, they still will be rich. Period. Look, even when they pay taxes, I don't see that money. I want my share. Okay? Because my thing is, because I pay taxes too. Okay? We're paying taxes, but there are people less fortunate than me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, when you hear about, I'm like, child, the fact they were able to have a whole scheme, scam, fraud shit of $2.7 billion, that is insane. How does no one miss that money? How you should not be able to scam that amount, because that's a massive amount of money that should not go missing. Count the dollars and the cents. But I digress. Okay. Anyway, just saying. Smokey Robinson. Now we know Smokey Robinson was recently accused by 4 women who worked with him for being inappropriate with him. Most of them. He was trying to their cooch and stuff, whatever. He then sued them for $500 million. Well, now they're saying not so fast. Okay, they're saying allegedly Smokey Robinson was around here. He was investigated 10 years ago, okay? But a case did not result in charge because of insufficient evidence. Now, this is the thing. Is an investigation proof in guilt? If they accused him of things, 10 years ago, and now we have these new women accuse him of things now, does that mean he has a habit? Is there a trail of just taking the coochies? I don't know. But Smokey, if more stuff come out that they was looking after you and you was a child doing, Smokey, would you taking coochies, Smokey? Because my thing, even though he's old, we know he's 88, 89, even though he's an old man, if he was ever taking coochies, I don't care how old he is, okay, send him to prison. Okay? Anyone at any age who took a cooch, send them to prison. I'm just saying. It's an hour already, Lord Jesus. I did not know it's been an hour. Girl. We're going to say rest in peace. Rihanna daddy died. So sad. Okay. Her father, Ronald Fenty, passed away. He was only 70. Okay. That's still young in my book. Okay. Now, she's pregnant with her 3rd child. I'm like, damn. We love us some Rihanna. And she like a daddy. So, rest in peace to her daddy and stuff, and send her good vibes and love and light and stuff. Okay. Dwight Eubanks. Okay. Now he ain't dead, y'all. He didn't die. Who, he was on Housewives of Atlanta. He was recently died of with prostate cancer. The reason that this is crazy, Dwight has been HIV positive since the 80s. So he goes to the doctor regularly. he has been going for 6-month checkups every year and stuff, whatever. So he went to a church health fair, and they said, your level is a little bit high. You should go to the doctor. Child went to the doctor. Come to find out, his PSA levels were high back in 2022. So 3 years ago. 3 years ago, his doctor, knew he had high PSA levels, which is, I guess, a tester for prostate cancer, and they never told him. Because he is HIV, because he's been living with HIV since the 80s, they only really looked at his health as far as his HIV. They didn't really look at other stuff. Had they said, hey, you got prostate cancer 3 years ago, it's just you catch it sooner, So he was upset because, what you mean? Okay, I'm good. I'm healthy. Because he's 64. I'm healthy, whatever. And you mean to tell me that y'all could have told me 3 years ago I had prostate cancer, and it's labeled back in 2022. My levels were high, and they were high enough back then for them to say something, and they just didn't. He said, I went to my doctor for my regular 6-month checkup or whatever, because I'm HIV positive, and they just said, hey, you're undetectable. What is HIV status? You're good. Did not even discuss anything else. And had he not went to his local church's health fair and got, some blood work done or whatever, and that's who told him to go to the doctor, because his levels were so high. And one, that is ignoring a black man, ignoring a black man's health. To me, ignoring his health because he's HIV positive. So it's like, oh, if you have AIDS, HIV, cancer, no, bitch, let me know what I have to do. And the fact that he's like, he's been HIV positive since the 80s, that's a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? So I was shocked because, again, bitch, why did y'all not tell me 3 years ago? Why was it not flagged? When I go to child, they like, look, your blood pressure, they looking at all my levels. I look at all my levels because you want to know. Okay, you want to know. So I hope he sued his doctor, the hospital, any place he went where he had blood work done that showed his levels were high. Sue all of them immediately because you ignore my health. And even if I have HIV or AIDS, and if I've been living with that for, since the 80s, so I'm for 40 years, that don't matter. That does not mean you can ignore another health issue of mine because I have something else. That is crazy. So prayers to him and stuff. Okay, he had to figure things out, whatever. But he ain't dead, job. He gonna get it. He get it together. But I'm like, how y'all just gonna ignore my shit like that? Okay. Lamar Odom is being evicted from a mansion. Okay, for $45K unpaid rent. Why is Lamar renting? I feel like he was rich at one point. I never understand why people who at one point were uber rich. I mean, making NBA money, Kardashian TV show money. Why have you not bought a house and paid for it? My thing is, and why you 45,000 in rent? When he was paying $15,000 a month in rent, okay, and he ain't paid since January. Now I don't know why he ain't got no money. I don't know why he ain't paying rent. Sir, first of all, go buy your house. If you can afford to pay $15,000 in rent, you can literally buy a house. And if LA is too expensive for you to buy a house, move. unless you have young kids who are in some school system or whatever, if you are a grown ass older man or older person, okay, you don't have to stay in an expensive area if you can't afford it. And renting a space for $15,000 a month that you're not being evicted from because you ain't paid the rent, sit down some damn well. Okay? Get out. Anyway. Child, they said, I don't know why folks fucking with Vanessa. Vanessa Bryant, who was the widow of Kobe Bryant. They're kind of trolling her a little bit, and she's 43 years old. You know, she has Kobe's 3 daughters. You know, the one daughter died with Kobe in the crash back in 2020. And people were saying, oh, that she's pregnant. I can't believe she's pregnant. I can't, what? Now, because when I first saw the post of folks like, I'm like, why y'all? I'm like, even if she's pregnant, Kobe been dead for 5 years. If Vanessa was pregnant in 2025, after her husband died 5 years ago, so what if she was pregnant? Who gives a fuck? What makes y'all think she has to live the rest of her life and not move on? That is insane to me. So Vanessa kind of clapped back a little bit. She posted on her IG, me protecting my peace, not pregnant, and having fun all summer. Meaning, bitch, I'm not pregnant. I'm just not the one. I mean, leave me alone. I don't know why people like to troll or harass widows of famous men. I don't know why. You know, when I see folks asking about like Lauren London, you know, I'm like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? If Vanessa wanted to fuck a man on the a volcano's edge on camera and get pregnant and then open up her cooch to OnlyFans and push out so what? So what? First of all, I doubt she's even over Kobe and Gianna's death. Because I doubt she's even fucking anybody. When your husband and daughter die in a helicopter crash, to where the police people like shared photograph, like she went through a lot of shit when it first happened. So she probably is just now even coming up out the fog and haze of grief. But even if while she was grieving, she fucked 7 dwarfs and she was Snow White. Okay, so what? So what? So I need folk to get out of women's coochies. Okay, especially the widows, the people who ain't over the death of their husband and the daughter. Okay, the fuck? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all need Jesus. Brian McKnight. It is still fuck Brian McKnight. Okay, that's not changed. But Brian McKnight's son, Nico Knight, the son Nico Knight, who was 32 years old. He had cancer. Okay, I had seen posts from him before. And him and cancer. Now he's one of the kids that Brian McKnight kind of said, fuck y'all. And what's crazy is Brian McKnight is still like saying fuck them kids. I don't understand people who get people pregnant and there's babies in this world, whatever, and then all fuck the kids. But I feel like Brian seems to be a piece of shit. And when your flesh and blood son is dying of cancer and then dies, and in your grown up age, you did not think to have any kind of making up before he died, it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Brian had to fully rekindle a father-son bond and be buddy-buddy, but I feel like there comes a point when you realize, okay, you know what? This petty beef between me and whoever, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it. And let me at least come to some common ground with my kid because my kid is dying. And I don't understand parents who can be nice to kids by one woman and then have a disdain for kids by another. And I know his kids are older and they had whatever issue. Because when children become adults, sometimes the dynamic in parenting and kidship does change. But there should never be a point in time where you are so upset with your parent or your child that when something crazy happens, you like fuck them. Like I think at some point, you know, because it seemed like Brian was an active father with them before. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's different if your parent was never around. You know, if it's a deadbeat parent, if you've been a deadbeat your whole life, then cool. But Brian wasn't a deadbeat before. He became a deadbeat once his older kids got older and he met the lady that had new kids. Okay, that's what aggravates me. So one, rest in peace to Nico Knight. His son he was only 32. Okay, he's lost his battle with cancer. And they're saying that Brian did not reach out. He did not rekindle. He did not fix. He did not even try to contact the son before he died. So to me, that's like, before, why for? How can I come to your concert and want to sing fucking love songs? When you to me, you can't know love if you can't be on common ground with your children. Meaning, hey, we don't have, like, even me and my father. You know what I'm saying? He had a long stint up in the deadbeat. He was around at first, but you know, back then crack came. So Ronnie got on crack, the epidemic, okay? And so until he fixed himself, he was a deadbeat father. But before he died, we at least got to common ground with each other. And I think that's a thing to where you let the person know, I don't hate you. I love you because you're this and you're that. You know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree on things. We can talk here and there because you never want someone to pass away and there's stuff left unsaid. And to me, Brian knowing my son has cancer, he's dying, to not try to have something, you know, squared away shows what kind of person he is. And I don't understand men who are not parents to their children that they know are their kids. You know what I'm saying? So it will forever fuck Brian McKnight. Okay, he has ruined One Last Cry. He's ruined Back at One. He's ruined It's Enough. No, Great Boys Man. What's Brian McKnight had Back at One. He's ruined all his songs. I can't jam to his song because he's a fucked up individual. Okay, but rest in peace to his son. But fuck him. Okay, today and forever. Congrats to the OK Thunder people who have not won. I think they've never won a championship. They have not been in the finals since 2012, so they are going against the Pacers. Okay, who have the first time in ever they're going to the finals. So I don't care who wins. but at least it's two teams who ain't never won shit. Okay. Look, y'all take a little minute. Okay. Like, I did not know. It's been an hour and a half. Child, Lord Jesus. Y'all take a minute to like the video and subscribe if not. And I'm going to get into the other things. And we're back. Okay. Let's get into the other few things around here. Now, I put Ray J on the cover, right? Because Ray J is around here, Ray J. And Ray J is not a verb. So Ray J was on live being stupid, okay, as he usually does, and having conversation about him supporting P. Diddy.
It's mad at me because I'm supporting Diddy. Niggas got weird ass shit to say about me supporting Puff. Niggas mad. I'm not gonna be long on here. I just need niggas to clip this on Instagram real quick. I ain't gonna be on here long. I know it's early in the morning, but I'm a petty motherfucker when niggas is petty with me. If a nigga think he gonna say some shit about me and I ain't gonna go crazy and respond, then don't think that it's okay.
Now, he was saying that, and then he got on the live thing, child, and was talking like this.
No. And now Suge trying to say that me and Puffy are lovers, and that me and Puffy are lovers, bro. Really?
First of all, Ray J looked like someone that Puffy would make love to. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's how low you want to go, Suge?
Why are you fussing and having an argument with somebody that's in prison? First of all, how does Suge can't have access to IG in prison? I know prisoners have tablets, but they're not supposed to have access to social media.
Man, Ray J and Puffy are lovers? Bro, that's one of dead homies. Bro, Ray J and Puffy are lovers, bro?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's what Suge trying to say. Now, anyway, Suge's disappointing me.
Chop, how high is Ray J?
It let me know that Suge's a complete cunt. I never thought that I would publicly say that Suge's a cunt because I've always had Suge's back, and I don't mean ass. Unbelievable, Suge. Like for you to showcase how dirty and dark you are, and I've been supporting you even through the dark times, and now you want to like disrespect the gagency?
The gagency? What is a gagency?
And say that I'm doing gay shit when you know I'm not, and if you not, the gagency mad because they like, damn, he's saying you doing gay shit, bro. And if you are, and I didn't tell the gagency, bro, they gonna take me, bro. And now Suge trying to say that me and Puffy are love. If I tell my gay friends that I've been gay and I ain't gay and I lied to them, bro, you know what's gonna happen to me? Bro, it ain't gonna look good, bro. So you got my whole agency team questioning like what I'm doing, bro. And you know what's up. You know you the one Suge. Suge, okay. Remember, all right, I'm only gonna say this because I don't want to talk. I don't want to say too much.
I just, first of all, am I in the agency? I don't think I'm not gay. But I mean, is it crack?
I like getting high. I'm a crackhead.
I think Ray J might be a crackhead. Cause why is
the agency here? I don't know if y'all remember when I entered into the news game last year, but now I'm an official affiliate for multiple news networks. I have my own news show. It's called The Reality Check. Me and Amber Rose just closed a new big deal with a multimedia news firm. So we'll be
Amber Rose and Ray J,
the new anchors of some mainstream shit happening, right?
Anybody, first of all, no. Okay. No. We don't want it. We don't need it.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Because why would bald-headed ass Amber Rose and Ray J want fix it, Jesus?
But if you remember, I said asses are being taken. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. I said that on the national news. Guess what? Niggas thought I was talking about Diddy. That's why I got into it with his sons, because they come pressing me. I'm like, bro, mind y'all business. Y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Nigga, I'm talking about Suge, bro.
So you want to come back. Oh, thank you, Keisha, for super chat. Ray J do look old and tired. He need Brandy, come get your brother. Come go get his mama. But how do you combat Suge calling you gay by you saying it's wrong for him to call you gay and then you call him gay? It's what?
I'm talking about Suge taking niggas, not Diddy. Suge is a big ass raper taker for men, bro.
Nigga.
What? First of all, everybody is like,
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Cause what? Now why would you say that?
I mean, a real taker. And he can't deny this, bro. We used to go to the store and get that nigga like 25 sticks of like butter, parquet butter, the sticks.
Why would you want to get butter for Suge Knight? Like, why were you going to get butter for?
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why.
Because why you need butter? Butter, Ray J? Like Mark?
He used to take them back and he used to shove them up niggas' ass and fuck them, bro. And females. It was crazy, bro. I can't even believe that I said that. But since you trying to darken my name, Suge, and trying to say some gay shit about me when you know I got a lot of gay friends and you know the gay community supports me. So, you know, like I'm bulletproof unless my dick been in that hole. And if it was, then I'll be celebrated even more. But guess what?
I feel like saying I went to get butter for Suge and I saw him have gay sex with men is gay within itself. Because like, Why
would she say that? Like,
because to me, most straight men don't go get butter for other men to have sex with other men, and they damn sure don't watch it happen. So maybe Suge Knight feel like y'all both played for the gay butter team because you was watching him use butter in a way the butter ain't supposed to. First of all, you're gonna catch a yeast infection. if you using butter for buttery things and it's not butter biscuits, someone is gonna get a yeast infection in their booty. Okay, that's weird. Secondly, why would y'all use some butter? And how can first of all, butter is soft. You can't stick butter up someone's butt. Child, that's anyway. Ray J is on his Ray J shit, and someone get him off my line. Not the Diddy-ness of it all. Okay, one somebody from Code 45 when he pardoned Diddy. He didn't say yes. He did not say no. I don't care to play Code 45 much. Okay, he just said I don't know. I have to look at the case. You know, if somebody was mistreated or whatever, I gotta see. Okay, I don't. You know what I'm saying? He owns some. First of all, Diddy does not need to be pardoned. Okay, look, go ahead and pardon people who with money crimes. Okay, and what they do? What now? How y'all know? What kind of freaky stuff are y'all into? They put butter in the fridge. They put butter. How y'all know this? How y'all they freeze it? They put it in the freezer. But then it ain't smooth no more. I thought the ain't the point of having butter because it's supposed to be smooth. If you freeze it, it's ice. Why not just put ice? I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not. Okay. Child, the Diddy-ness of it all. The man said, I don't know, I gotta see. Okay. I'll see, but I don't know. I don't know, but I'll see. But he didn't say yes. Child, leave that man in prison if he goes. Brian, what's his man's name? Diddy's people. Okay, Diddy's lawyers. Is it Brian Steele? His name was Brian Steele. Diddy's lawyers was cross-examining the media witness on the thing, whatever. Child, I'm like, now I know he's a defense attorney. He has to defend Diddy. But when he kept asking, why did he look evil? Anyway, he kept asking the girl, why would you stay close to, and why would you work for someone who you say took your cooch? Why? And she said, I don't know, ask my therapist. And it's like, I know their job is to discredit her and make it seem like it's impossible for her truth to be truth. Because if he did all these horrible things to you, why did you not run away? Why were y'all so cool and blah, 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 blah? Child, ask my therapist. Okay, there are many therapy people, doctor people who let you know that victims stay with the abuser. Okay, I was just trying. Fight or flight sometimes don't really mean flight. Okay, sometimes all it means is I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to stay in the good graces of somebody who keeps terrorizing me. Okay. Oh, because of Diddy, you suffer a great deal. This didn't call you, made you panic. He made you do things that were unthinkable. Make you leave the room with a lock on it. Okay. It's like, yeah. You made a post saying great. I'm Diddy's blah, 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 bloop. You tagged him even after you say he took it from you. and stuff. Okay, why he made you take drugs and stuff? Like yes. Okay, oh you told him happy birthday, blah 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 blue. Okay, you so nice to him or whatever. Why would you do that and still say? And I don't like it when the attorneys be like, well, you were still nice to him. That don't mean he didn't do what he did. The same way y'all saw him beat Kathy ass like she was a little rag doll, but then still was acting all loving to her and other times. So how can you make it seem like it's crazy for me to stay around someone who is abusive to me, but not also say how crazy it is that he is so abusive to people, but also nice to people? It's the same goddamn thing. How can he be so mean, evil, and rude to me in one thing? Okay, how can he beat me and kick me in the hotel lobby? And then the following day, he got me arm in arm, smiling as if he loves me. So I don't like that shit. But lawyers are going to do what they're supposed to do. Okay. And she said, because I was, it's called victimhood. Okay. Get out my face. Also, the girl was not, she was scared that Diddy, no. When Cassie's lawsuit came about, the Mia girl was saying Diddy had his team reach out to her, trying to get her to be, oh, what you gonna say? What's gonna happen? Don't you need some money? Ain't it crazy what Cassie saying? Man, they had big fights, right? No, that ain't what it is. And even the Capricorn girl was like, they tried to get her back on the team because it looked good for his image if she is defending him and still a worker bee on his team, even after all of these allegations. So it's all this stuff that they're, talking about, okay? I have not read the tweets from today's case. I didn't care, okay? Because I feel like Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? Diddy did it. They brought up how she sent a text, I think in 2018, 2019? A text in 2019 where she told him, I had a nightmare. I was being chased by R. Kelly and you saved me. And the Lord said, the person you say, took your coot saved you. Now they said objection and stuff. Okay. But I feel like, hell, it's just weird how they're making it. They want it to be like she's lying. Because it's impossible for you to say that he did all these things that you never talked about before. You kept all this stuff to yourself, and now you want people to believe he was a horrible person. And I feel like her point was, I didn't feel safe enough to say something until other people said something. I did not feel safe saying nothing. Now others have said something. When Kathy spoke out, there are many people who are now speaking out. And I think the fact that the Mia wants to still stay anonymous is because she knows, because look at the backlash she's getting just from the defense attorney. You know what I'm saying? So the case is still ongoing. To me, Diddy still did it. You know what I'm saying? Diddy did it. And that's just what it is, okay? It's still a couple weeks left of things. I'll see what they say tomorrow. But I don't even want to even read daily. Oh, she also said she felt brainwashed into keeping in touch with him after, he took her cooch. Because he made them feel like their family. And I'm very mean to you. However, I love you, girl. I want you around here, girl. Be with me, girl. And whoever said that Diddy could have played James Brown, no. Okay, they said Diddy was going to he auditioned to play James Brown. We know Chadwick Boseman won the role back in 2014. Child, Anyway, DDG. So, one, I feel like we are now seeing full-fledged who he is as a person. Okay. I also feel like he probably showed a different side to Halle when they were first dating or whatever. And then she got sucked into the bullshit of it all. But now we're fully seeing his full self. There was a what was it called? Where were they at? They were at some event. Is it DreamCon, Comic-Con, some kind event they were at or whatever. And you see DDG and his entourage, his brother walking through. Some dude kept calling him DDG, like Doodoo Brown or whatever. So DDG and them walk over to where the dude was who called him Doodoo Brown. Okay. And then his brother and them literally took the camera. Child said, "Look, hold my shit." Oh, DreamCon. I'm like, it was some kind, DreamCon. The fact that they went over to where the person was, walked over to him, cameras in hand. Hold the camera, hold this, hold that. All these other cameras filming this or whatever. And they proceed to, assault old boy. Okay. Little push, little shove, little altercation. Don't put the camera down. I said, this is why Halle said, you know what? I want to know where my son is at all times. And this is because I think she got to see how he was. And it's one, if I'm around, whatever. But if my child is there, bitch, where my child at? What's happening? Okay? Because it seems at any moment some shit can pop off. Okay? So there was a full-fledged altercation. Okay? It was a push and stuff. Now, dude who got pushed said, I call him doo-doo garbage. I call DDG doo-doo garbage. Okay? And then he pushed me. Okay? Pushed me, swung on me, hit me. I had to run away. Run. Red, Little Riding Hood, run away. Okay? The dude said, you can't be hidden for. I'm a firm believer in don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Period. Okay? I'm a firm believer in people should not heckle people. Okay? I'm also a full believer in you can't walk. If I say, hey, doo-doo garbage. If you come to where I am, I'm not attacking you. I'm being a heckler. Yes. I'm being aggravating. Yes. DDG was dumb for him and his entourage to walk over to have a physical altercation with somebody. That was stupid. Now, I can also say, if you say stuff that is offensive to people, you might get popped in the mouth. Okay? Don't start nothing your hands can't back up. Okay? I believe that too. But I'm also a firm believer in people need to keep their hands to themselves. When there is a full-fledged argument, altercation, and a fight happens, that can happen. That man was all the way across the room. Okay? Y'all had to walk past 8 people, 39, 50 people to get back to where the person was. Even if someone's heckling you from across the room, you should never go back to where they are to confront them, because that makes you the aggressor. And when you are the rich, multi-millionaire individual, your entourage should know to not do that shit. Why? Because it's all on, everyone's recording. Everyone is recording. You were caught in 4K on 18 cameras. Okay? Fully caught all over the place, running and chasing someone Okay, stupid. Lawsuit. I'm suing you. Okay. Yes, you have security. Beyonce got Julius. If you are a person of wealth, even if all you had was 40K, you should never put your hands on someone unless it's literally in self-defense. Okay. If old boy walked up on DDG saying, "Hey, doodle garbage," all in his space, and he felt threatened, yes, get out my face. But y'all walked up to him like, "What you say?" You walked up. What are you doing, bro? Then, he gonna say, "Me and my brother felt threatened."
I'm chilling. My brother was in fear for his life.
Your brother was in fear of his life, but he walked up to someone and started fighting. Had that boy walked up to DDG and people and said shit, I would have fully been on DDG's side. Like, hey, they walked up on us. So we felt threatened. I would have fully said, don't walk up on anyone because hands will be thrown. Y'all walked up on him. Y'all pushed him. Y'all hit him. What? Your brother felt threatened. Bitch, how?
The dude was following us around the whole entire DreamCon, trying to embarrass us and bully us.
Bully?
I told my brother to check him in terms of like, check and see if he's okay.
You do know it's all on camera.
Check and see if he needs help.
You do know it's all on camera.
Because y'all know I'm a helpful person. You feel me? Check and see if this man needs help. Check and see if he's all right. Because he kept following us. We thought he was like a little slow or whatever. So, you know, it happened.
You thought, oh, maybe he's slow. So let's go assault slow. You thought he may have been slow. So your decision was have my brother, cousin, nephew people go over there and check on him and then assault the boy. So you want to be on the news for something that a slow person? Okay.
And the guy continued to try to hecker. How you say it?
Hecker?
He became a heckler and he kept trying to just bother us. So he lost Sonic rings. It's not our fault. You feel me? Like, do nothing. I'm chilling.
That's DDG. That's the victim, and that's the person who hit him. His brother. Stupidity. It's like then it was one video where.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hit me in my y'all probably saw me at DreamCon earlier across y'all phone screens getting assaulted by DDG, his brother, man, one of his friends or something like that. I want them to go ahead and come out here to tell y'all how that whole thing started. So boom, I'm standing there.
Sir, it don't matter. Okay, shut up. As your lawyer, I get finished. As your lawyer, shut up. Don't say nothing. Let the camera footage speak for you. Okay. They ran up and pushed you and hit you and body slammed you. Okay. You don't need nothing else. Okay. Nothing else. It was them, not you. Sir, don't say nothing. So this part right here, Kai Sanat walked up. Because by this time, the altercation is all over social media. Why? Because everyone was streaming live at the same time.
Wait a shit. Oh, what up, nigga? What up, man?
You fighting this shit?
Oh, yeah, you know, man.
What's going on?
Nah, bro, nigga trying to ego us, bro. Trying to ego.
How y'all fighting?
We ain't fighting. It was a skit.
Oh, skit. Oh, skit. Okay.
Nigga, what? So because he knew I'm on camera, I'm gonna probably get sued. Let's say it's a skit. Sir, no. Look, I'm a firm believer in you sue idiots. Okay, sue the EDS. Again, had that boy walked up to DDG and them, okay, had he walked up, ran up to them and said some shit, it would have been all fair. You know what I'm saying? It would have been fair. Because you ran up on me, bro, and you got knocked down, okay? But y'all went up to him. Y'all chased him. That ain't you can't be scared chasing someone. So I feel like a couple things. One, sue him, his company, his family, sue all of them, because you physically assaulted me. My neck hurt, my back hurt, my face hurt. I am scared. Okay, I now have social anxiety. I am embarrassed because you beat me up in front of millions of people on your stream. Okay, then that went viral to the whole world. Great, I can't go to work now. I'm scared for life. That's one thing. Secondly, Hallie, get this copy, okay, in 4K, 5K, quadruple copies, and show this to the judge. Okay, that your baby's father not only said to his people, yeah, go check him. Even though he may not have meant go fight him, but why tell someone to go check somebody? Because that led to an altercation, meaning you are at fault. So, Judge, I don't want my son with him alone. But look what happens when he is by himself. He's allowing the people in his circle to get into physical, violent fights in a crowded room. That could have been a full melee. And had my son been there, my son could have got hurt. I don't feel safe with my son being with his father unless someone is with them at all times. Not only that, I don't know if the person that they beat up will retaliate. Judge, I need my son's father to only have supervised visits once a week until he completes some therapy, until he has a better team around him. I don't want my son going anywhere with him without someone court appointed. Because him and his team assaulted someone at the fucking convention where there were thousands of cameras recording, including them on live. Which means, Your Honor, he's stupid. He's dumb. I'm like, this stupid. Don't make no damn sense. And lastly, I think all we have left is Cardi B and Offset. Let's see. We did Brian, we did Diddy, we did everybody. Child, Cardi B and them. Now look, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are a couple. Okay, now I don't know how much or how long of a couple, I don't know. But they was around here, child, showing each other love on social medias. Cute little pictures on the story. Okay, they both posting things around here. They together. Okay. He posted how his maid went. He out here in UGG house shoes, child, and stuff. Catching the balls and stuff. Him and Cardi and stuff. Now once they start putting you in they post on social medias, we Instagram official now. We together. We go together real bad. Katie Brown here and stuff with my girl. Okay.
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm about that life. I'm hanging out with the rich people. Chris Rock and that white man. Is that Judd Apatow? I think so. Holding my girl bag. Okay. I'm around here with my boo. Okay. I'm posting how the month went and whatnot. Okay. We having a good time around here. Okay. Then he ended it, child. This when I said, oh.
So wrap it up then.
My bad. Happy trying to jump.
I couldn't hear anything.
Using Quavo in the end. I said, come on now. Okay, it's June. Okay, now Cardi B also posted her on the boat. Okay, with her man. She said chapter 5. Hello, chapter 6. Now that could mean two things. One is now June, which is month 6. Okay, but some folk think that she's saying we've been together for 6 months. It's been 5 months because again they were seen together, around New Year's Eve. So we 6 months in to this love thing. Okay, with me and my man on the boat, child hooked up, my ass out. Okay, then now remember at the Met Gala, that was her hair for Met Gala, and she's wrapped up in the coat he wore. Because that's the coat he wore to the Met Gala. So I'm naked in my man coat, okay, with sex hair. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All the flowers. All the love I'm getting from my man. Okay. Love it. Okay. Then showing we were on the boat together. Okay. Because we know it was the whole thing with him on the boat and them white girls, them girls, okay, or whatever. Cardi was on the boat. This was them on the boat together. Okay. They had dirty sex. You hear me? And they're not using condoms. Okay. But again, her point is I'm around here, bitch. Okay. So we together now. We a couple. Okay, we is a couple and we are together. Now again, him on the boat with them people. Now again, this clip, Cardi was also on the boat. Now I still think this is inappropriate. Look, don't you be on no boat holding no tin can stuff that look like a drug. Don't do that. Okay, because don't do that. Okay, now I don't know what's in that tin, what's in that bag. I don't know because I don't do drugs. Okay, maybe it's a gummy, maybe it's a gummy. I don't know. However, Cardi, I was on the boat too. Okay, now separate from that, Cardi completely went off on Offset. Okay, Cardi said, "Bitch, kiss my grits." Okay. Well, okay. So I see. This is the thing. Cardi and Offset broke up before she announced her pregnancy. So I don't want to conflate the fact that she had a baby. Who was the baby born? I don't want to conflate. Let's see, Cardi, baby number 3. Baby number 3 was born in September of 2024. Okay, but we have to remember Cardi and Offset were already working. She just ended up getting pregnant. So I don't think her pregnancy has anything to do with her moving on. I think had she not gotten pregnant, she would have been moved on from Offset. I think Offset knocked her up trying to keep her, and she said, "Nah, bitch, I'm done." Okay. Also, I think we have to recognize people be divorcing and be dating because they're done. I think Offset has a girlfriend in his life, and Cardi has someone she's dating as well. I don't think this marriage is done. They're not getting back together at all. That's over. Okay. So I do feel like Cardi is out here having fun. Now, I don't think her and Stefon are like going to be, we don't know. It could be just fun, but I think she's showing I've moved on. I'm with somebody else. Okay. But Cardi got pissed because, when Offset's when Offset team gave a statement to the Breakfast Club, and in the statement they gave saying, "Oh, well, Offset asked for alimony or spousal support because Cardi B wants everything, and because Cardi B is never really with the kids." Once Offset came after her as a mom, I think she got pissed. and she went on Spaces, on Twitter Spaces or whatever, and went completely off. So but I just want to mention, Cardi wanted to leave Offset a long time ago. I think every time she was trying to leave, he would love bomb her. He did that when he proposed to her. He did that when she got pregnant with Wave. And I think this time with the third child, I think Cardi was done with him and got pregnant. I think Offset kept trying to keep her trapped. And I think she finally realized, I'm done. And I'm not going to allow you to keep holding me hostage because I'm pregnant by you, because we're still legally married. But she addresses all that in this rant. So let's get into it, and then we done. I said, I'll be trying not to be long-winded, but we around here.
Listen up, right?
She cussed a lot. Okay, so some of the cussing is blurred because I didn't want to get flagged. So some of the cussing is bleeped out, but just listen.
Right. Listen up, y'all listening? Listen up. The fact that I'm waking up right now, right? The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this nigga and his ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this mom asking for spousal support, because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything, and because I don't be with my kids. Let me tell y'all something, right? When I first filed for child support, my lawyer filed for child support. I mean, when I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit. And this nigga started spazzing, right? There's a renewed divorce paper, right? And in the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support.
And they have 3 kids. So as a wife, and you're in a divorce with your husband, and you have 3 kids, you're not asking him for any money for the kids. Meaning, I just want to be done.
Because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. Kiari is allowed to see my kids.
When she used his real name, Kiari, not Offset, Kiari, he can see the kids. And I think her point is, bitch, you came for me as a mom. I'm pissed off. I'm spazzing out.
There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times.
Blossom is the newest baby. We knew her name was Blossom, but they didn't ever say it. But new baby girl name is Blossom. So it's Blossom, Wade, and then Culture.
Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my kids. Stop playing. Because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was a point that he was making a big deal like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room.
Because I think he is in Atlanta. She lives in New York, New York, Jersey. So her issue is, you coming for me as a mom. I'm pissed. Period.
All right. I was like, all right, so you could see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal. And I love my daughter so much. Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad, because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents, even if we're not together. Also, the last time we seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday.
Because if you think about it, at least on social media of it all, okay, We rarely see Offset with all of his kids, let alone the 3 kids he has with Cardi. We always see Cardi with her kids or her posting content of her kids with her family. Cardi has to work. So I don't like it when people try to make it seem as if mama's at work and the kids is with a nanny or with family while I'm working, that's me not. I have to work, bitch. I think her hearing him say, "Oh well, I want money because she ain't with the kids." It's like, bitch, well, you not with them. You in Atlanta, we in New York.
Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. Okay? You say you was going to go see the kids after you went, when you did your Dominican Republic trip. You stood them up. You went to do a hosting in Boston and you stood them up. You say you was going to see the kids after Mother's Day and you stood them up.
Meaning you want to come for me and my mothering, but you would say that you don't. Who says I live in Atlanta, but I'm not going to come see my kids because I don't want to see my kids in a hotel? They're your kids. They're your kids. And leave her saying, well, fine, fuck it. Come to the house. You still didn't come. You still didn't come to the house. The fuck?
My kids, my house is always open. My house is always open for you to see my kids, and you still haven't seen them. So why you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you all the time, and you know it. You talk to my kids every single day. It's not my fault you don't want to fly to New York. Now, you're saying that I'm trying to take everything. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me? I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Lamb truck. And the day that I bought my Maybach, the Maybach was $170,000. And I didn't have the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, bitch? Get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. You want to talk about the houses? First of all,
child, first of all, if the car 170, you put 70K, bitch, I still put in 100K. Okay, I want my car. But again, I don't even think Cardi drives. So her thing is, take the car. I don't care. Take the car you got me and give me the one I got you.
my Jersey house, I bought that shit. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think because I don't want a house up north. But you know, my dream was always to have a property in New Jersey, in New York. So of course that's gonna be my property. I bought that with my sweat and tears. The Atlanta house, you have put me with the bill the last year. The last year you have put me with the bill.
Meaning we have a house in Jersey that I paid was my house, but the Atlanta house, I'm paying the bills on that house. How do you want a house that you're not even paying for?
Just like you left me the last year, you have left me with the kids' bill. The last year, you have left me for a whole year straight. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills?
Let's go with the kids' bills.
Start adding. Y'all need to start adding right now, right? So my kids got their own driver. They picked them up from school, they dropped them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month.
10 G's a month. I have a license and I like children. I can drive them around. But again, I think her point is I'm paying a lot for our kids and we ain't paying shit. Our kids have to get to point A. Because let's not forget, even a regular married couple who have jobs, someone has to take the kids to and from school when they're young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying a driver 10 grand. And what that probably means is a person who can take responsibility. It's someone who is responsible enough to take the kids from there. So again, $10,000 a month.
So that's $10,000 a month just on a driver for my kids. All right, cool. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. Wave school a year is $35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it this year at all. My cousin babysits Wave and Culture. She gets paid $3,000 a week.
I can watch some kids for $3 grand a week. I think. How many hours a day?
The nanny was $700 a day. It's $500 a day now because she's not staying the whole day.
Again, $500 a day before or after taxes. Oh.
Culture and Wave gets tutoring 4 times a week by the hour. So that's 2 hours, 1 hour for Culture, 1 hour for Wave. Each hour is $250. So count that up. That's 4 times a week. Culture fucking thing. Culture pianos class. That's $300 an hour. And
the fact that she knows her kids' schedules, the fact that she knows how much stuff costs, that shows and proves she's the primary parent. I'm paying for shit. Even if I'm at work, I know what my kids have. Them going from school, them cooking food, their extra piano. Yeah, I know what they need because I'm the mama.
She gets piano class 3 times a week. I'm not sure how much is gymnastic and Wave boxing classes, but I pay that too. And you have left me with that bill for a whole year. Have I asked you? Have I asked you for anything? Have I asked you for anything this whole year? Have I asked you for anything? Kiari, have I asked you for anything? Because you want spousal support so bad. And mind you, this is not, and mind you.
Come on now, girl, come on now, right. And her saying like for a year, you ain't did shit. Okay? For a whole year, you ain't did shit. And her breaking down, like you act like I'm on some fuck shit. You act like my life should stop because we ain't together, and I don't rock that. I feel like their marriage ended a while ago. Okay, and her point is, I ain't asked you for shit. All I want is a divorce. Okay, I'm footing all the bills for the kids. I'm raising the kids. Leave me alone.
This is not even including food. So my kids have a personal chef.
A personal chef? Can I come over?
They come from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. that I pay for. Because people in my house don't have time to cook. My cousin don't have time to cook. My mom that be helping with the kids don't have time to cook. So I need a chef. So my kids eat whatever the want because thanks to me. Also, my house have a security in front because our daughter constantly used to get threats.
She did again, and I think it's crazy that people like where y'all think the money come from? So for him to imply that she's never with the kids, bitch, I have to pay for the kids' bill because you ain't paying for nothing.
Rape threats, death threats. So I have a security 24 hours in front of my house, which I pay as well. And you don't help me with none of it. You haven't helped me with a bill for a whole entire year. And you know what's so crazy? I wasn't even gonna say nothing. Because my nigga always tells me, yo, I don't want you to address nothing anymore.
And she means Stefon. Stefan, not Stefon.
I be trying to keep it cute. But for you to call the Breakfast Club and be like, oh, the reason why I'm asking for spousal support is because she wants everything. Everything like what? Everything like what? The gifts that you gave me? Bitch, and back? All right, so give me the gifts that I gave you back. What? You want money for the house for Atlanta? Fine, we could split that. Whatever the fuck you put down on the house, we could split that. I don't give a. My house in Jersey, I bought it myself, so you're not getting my house that I work my ass off. I don't even ask you for anything for the kids. All I ask is for you to spend time with them, and you haven't spent no time with them, bro. You're a bitch. And I keep and you know I don't fuck with family, but I even be calling your family like, yo, I don't know what's going on with you. You are mentally disturbed right now. And then when I don't be with my kids, where I be at, Offset? Where I'm at? I'm in Atlanta right now working. You think I want to be in fucking Atlanta in this small ass hotel room? I don't have not one friend, not one family member out here. I don't have nobody out here. Y'all don't even be knowing that I be in Atlanta because I don't even go out in Atlanta. I don't know nobody out here. And when I fly out on the weekends, I fly out to my house in New York. And I spend times with my kids and I spend time with my man.
Meaning, get out my life, bitch. Okay. Look, I see y'all saying why the cousins can't cook. I think the point probably is each person has a different job. The cousin may not be the best cook. And if it's 3 kids that they watching, they may not be able to take the time out to go cook food. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, look, if you can afford it, I'm a firm believer in if it's in your budget. If it's in your budget, do it. If the person, because I don't want no one who can't cook cooking for me. Okay, so we shall see. But girl, I hope your money don't run out. But Offset should be helping. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I can't nitpick about her budget. Her budget is probably based on her life. Her mom is. I think her mom is older. She has the cousin that babysits. They just may not be the ones who cook. And I think she may mean they're not cooking like full meals. If the kids want a little snack, a little sandwich, sure. I think for a full-fledged, a good meal for the kids that's healthy, she just had a chef. A lot of rich people don't cook their own food. So I think because we can't think about how we would do things, because if we had Cardi money, child, we ain't doing any of that shit. I'm just suggesting if it fit her, because y'all think Beyonce be cooking at the house, or did she have a chef? Y'all think the lady who hold Rumi back at the on tour had time to make Rumi snacks? Let's not. We should all want to get to a point to where we can have someone whose job is to strictly watch my kid and not having them go and cook some food too. No, focus on my children. Let the chef.
He acting like I be out and I be a whole week with a nigga. No, I be with a nigga for once a week, 2 times a week. It gets to the point that my man go see me because I don't got time to go see him. He makes time for me because he know I'm busting ass, because he know how much this new era for me, my tour and my album means so much to me. But you don't like that.
Because let's just look cool thing. I have a housekeeper who come and clean. I order my groceries on ship. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think we all have things that we pay for that we have other folks do for us that we don't feel like doing. I think Cardi just does it on a different scale. Beyonce has someone who handles her water. Diddy had someone carrying an umbrella. So I feel like we have to think about things about how they live life. If she has 3 kids, 3 young kids at that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? We can't make it seem as if a rich person pays one person to watch the kid, the nanny, one folk to cook the chef. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would not want my mama doing everything for me. I would want her to help what she can, but then she also has help. Okay. Again, I have ship, Kroger pickup. I have not went in a grocery store to shop for myself and I don't know how long, but I tip great. I shop my list great. You know what I'm saying? I've had a housekeeper for the past 4 years. She's great. I love Connie, who comes and cleans up my whole, she clean and organize my closet because I'm busy. So I'm like the same way we in our life we pay for stuff because we just don't have time to do it. I think Cardi's point is I can afford to have a chef and then now how much you paying? The $10K driver, the $3K baby, but he has three kids. Okay, so I feel like let's not make it seem like because I'm rich, my mama should do the cooking and the cleaning for me. No, my mama watch the babysitter to be sure that shit is right.
You don't like that. So for you to try to make me look in the media like I'm a deadbeat mom, well, please tell the media how you left me with a $50,000 a month bill that I haven't even asked you $1 for. Please go say that when you make it seem like I'm.
Oh, she getting mad now.
I'm a deadbeat mom. Belcalis, Marlenis, Almanzar pay over $50,000 just on her kids alone. Just on her kids alone. Me. My money, my hands. I could have a good month. I could have a bad month. I could be depressed. I could be in a room. But guess what? I have to pay that bill. No help. With no help. No nigga. Nobody. Me. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
And again, Cardi responded not to Offset about them. She responded because he called her a bad mom. He accused her of not having any kids. She's pissed off saying, nigga, I'm busting my ass to raise and pay for my kids. So how dare you? I think there are many single moms who are not rich, but they're the single moms in real life who don't want anyone downplaying them as a mom. Complaining about, oh, well, you always at work. It's like, bitch, I have to work, but I'm paying this shit on my own. So I think just because she happens to be wealthy, it does not mean that she does not have the right to get pissed off when her seemingly deadbeat baby daddy is not helping raise the kids, support the kids financially, or even support her as a mom. Because let's also point out, as they said, oh, she just had a baby. He ain't helping with the baby. Not where's his family helping? So I think you can hear the pissed offness in her voice about him speaking to her as a mom. Like, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I'm not gonna do it. I am. I can be as healed as I need to be from a relationship. And if someone speaks on me as a parent, my healedness don't mean shit. Because everyone has a breaking point. So I feel like people want Cardi to heal more than they want Offset to be a good father. Fuck her healing. Why ain't he helping? She could have more time to heal if he helped. So before we say, why isn't Cardi doing this, that, the other? Why isn't Offset doing what he's supposed to do? Why is she having to take time that she could be healing to be the only parent to 3 children she did not have her own. So before we ask any woman why she's not taking time to do something, why ain't his ass doing something? Let's not make it seem as if, oh, why she's responding because she has a right to. I push the kids out. I'm paying for these kids, and you over there being a fuckboy asking for alimony. But we expect Cardi to, and not even Cardi, we expect women. Let's not say we expect women to do more than men. We expect women to sit down and put our growth, our life, our future on hold because of a man. We expect women to not be able to fully move the fuck on because we just so happen to have married somebody, had a baby by them. And so we can't move on. And God forbid we have a fucking reaction to what someone said about life. Cardi has every reason to come out and say, fuck you. You are trying to ask me to pay you money, bitch, and you're not paying any bills for our children. And if while we're going through a divorce, I want to cuss your ass out every time you do some fuck shit because I'm emotional, I'm going to do that. But what I'm not going to do is put more responsibility on the woman than the fuck ass nigga who she was married to. So it aggravates me that people love saying, why didn't she? And by she, I mean women in general. I'm not saying Cardi, I'm saying in general. Every time there is a woman-man situation, why don't she stop? Why don't she this? Why don't she that? Why don't he be an adult and be a parent? Why don't he help her? Why didn't he not break her heart and do what she has to heal? Why didn't he not cheat? Why ain't he not a fuck nigga? Why did he keep knocking her up to try to keep her in the marriage? I got upset. You know what I'm saying? And my only issue is in society, people love putting restraints on how women can respond, and they will ignore the fuck men in our lives who made us this way, who pissed us off. Period.
I'm cool with that. Those are my kids. I'm cool with that. Shit don't faze me. But you're not going to sit here and try to bash me as a mother when I pay for everything. Because you left me with a bill for a whole entire year. And I haven't said a thing. You don't even offer, nigga. So stop playing with me. Then I'm trying to keep everything. What is everything? What's everything? What's everything? You want to split the Atlanta house? Let's split it. Yo, I'm still paying. He hasn't paid the mortgage for a whole year in the Atlanta house. You're in the Atlanta house right now. And your bitch going over there. And I want you. And you know what's so crazy? I be wanting to go over there and clap shit the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, I'm paying for the bill and that shit. Because you haven't paid shit for a whole year.
He's living in a house he's not paying for with his girlfriend. That Cardi's still paying for. Why? Because her name was also on the house.
But you know what? You harass me so much when I be with my nigga that I just want peace. I want peace. You want to be with your bitch house? Alright, fine. Just please leave me alone. I just want niggas to leave me the alone. I just want to be left alone. I want to be free. What, baby, whatever the fuck you want, I'll give it to you. I just want to be free. I don't want to be called 40,000 times. Threatening me, and threatening me. And I've been trying to protect your image. But you asking me for spousal support. And it's like, wow, that's some real big nigga shit. And then when people ask you for spousal support, you're trying to make it seem like because I'm a bad mom. Well, when you tell niggas that I'm a bad mom, make sure you tell niggas that Cardi B, Belcalis, Marlene's, and Manzar is paying 50,000 a fucking month for her kids. Cause you don't help me with nothing. Go tell the people when's the last time you seen your fucking kids. And you know what you did? You know what you did? You know what you fucking did? You coerced my daughter. You did a video and you keep threatening about this video. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I take a picture every single day. I can tell y'all every single day where I be at. At work. You coerced my daughter to say on FaceTime, oh, I miss my mommy. She's never here. She this, and that. And every single day you threaten me with that video. Like if I don't be busting my ass for them motherfucking kids, nigga. The fuck, nigga. And you know I was going to stay quiet. But you're not going to be sitting here in the industry trying to say that I'm a mom. Nigga, I bust my ass for these fucking kids. And you haven't helped me with shit for a year.
If your cousin Pookie was a bad baby daddy, and your other cousin Tiny was, the struggling baby mama because the daddy ain't helping, it's the same thing. Cardi just has a bit more money. I've seen many single moms struggle because dudes don't want to help. I've seen many women be blamed for having to work, for not being home, for having to leave kids with nannies and other places because they have to pay for kids because the daddy ain't shit. Cardi ain't no different. She just has more money. But she's still a single parent, trying to make it do what it do. And she's pissed because her motherhood is being questioned. Cardi don't care about Offset. Her reaction has nothing to do with her feelings for him. She is a single mom pissed that her kid daddy is calling her out for being a bad mom when she knows she isn't. Period.
You need help. You need to go to, I don't know where you need that. You need some help. I've been giving you grace because I know you're not mentally well. I've been giving you some grace because I know you're not mentally well. But enough, motherfucker. Enough. Because you feel less of a man. You're going to be like, oh, because she's trying to take everything. Take what? Nigga, take what? You want, matter of fact, you want that house in Atlanta? All right, let's sell it. Give me my half. Give me my half of the house. All you got to do is give me my half of the house. And you can keep it. You want them cars and bags and blah, blah, blah that you gave me? All right, give me the same shit too. I give you the rings that you bought me and you give me the ring that I bought you. I give you the cars, you give me the cars that I bought you. You trying to say that I'm trying to keep everything? Like what? When's the last time you pay a bill in your kid's life? You haven't paid for shit. You haven't paid over a year. Ever since you're not in the house anymore, you haven't paid for nothing. And I don't even ask you for nothing. And I swear to God, didn't even want to fuck come on spaces and spaz out. But for you to try to go around and try to say these type of things, like it's like you're a fucker. The fuck thing I got a mouth? You think I got a mouth too? That's why you don't give niggas grace. I've been giving you grace and not crashing out online after so much shit that you be doing behind the scenes. Because like I said, my mans be telling me, yo, stop doing that. You like a fucking clown when you do that shit. Why are you putting your business out there? Fine.
At least Stefon was like, girl, stop. Don't say shit. Leave it be. Because Cardi been quiet for a minute. Between her and Offset, Cardi been quiet for a minute. And now it seems she was quiet because when you hey, calm down. Don't look crazy. But she said, nah, not today, nigga.
But when you give niggas grace like you don't appreciate it. And now you're trying to dirt me. You're an evil ass nigga, bro. You're mad evil. You're evil as fuck. Like, goddamn, I just want to be left alone. I want to be left alone. You in a whole relationship. You're in a whole relationship. Why the give a fuck what I'm doing? God, Jesus Christ, I just want to be free. Nigga, sign the papers. Fuck. Yo, why you asking for the spousal support? Yo, she's trying to take my world away. Everybody's so confused. Like, you can't be talking about the kids because she lets you see the kids. I let you see the kids. You don't want to go to New York and see the kids. And you call me this weekend like, can the kids come to Atlanta? And I said, I don't know, tell my dad. Because if the kids come to my Atlanta, clearly my dad to fly over here. Then you want to talk about, oh, why you have an attitude? What are you talking about? I don't have an attitude. Oh, you must be around your nigga. And it's like, oh my God, here you go. Hung up. Because of that, you started spazzing the whole weekend, called me about 40 times, started hitting up all my friends, even my family member like Hennessy, you know she hates you.
Sisters hate baby daddies because we don't like y'all. And we'll cut y'all out.
You was looking for an excuse to be mad. You was looking for an excuse to be mad. And you know why the reason why you was looking for an excuse to be mad? It all makes sense now. Because you know this filing was coming. So you had to make up an excuse like it's about the kids. It's never about the kids. If it's about the kids, nigga, send me some breach. Send me some breach. Or if it's about the kids, fuck, go see them. When's the last time you seen Blossom? Huh? When's the last time you seen Blossom? That baby probably don't even know you.
Our baby, that's almost a year old, don't even know you. You ain't seen our new child. You ain't seen none of the kids since March and when I was June. Okay.
And it's such a shame. And now you trying to make us seem. I even let you go see them in my house. Just because I want you to see them. Because I know my kids love you. But you are mentally fucked up right now. You're mentally fucked up right now. And I keep saying, I don't know who in your team. I don't know who in your team is encouraging you. I don't know who's not sitting you down. Of course, your mama want to talk about, I'm staying out of it. Of course, very convenient of hers. Somebody got to sit you down as a man and be like, yo, you're dead wrong. Get your life together. Go get some mental health. This is not you. Or maybe this is you, but I didn't know that this was you. Because you was never like this. You was never like this. I don't know what's been going on this past 6-7 months. I don't know if you're on drugs. I don't know if you're depressed. I don't know what the it is, but you need help. You need to come to your senses. And the only reason why I want you to get help is because my kids. Other than that, nigga, you could have died slow, and I wouldn't give one fuck.
Okay, look. You know, everyone reacts to things differently, for one. Some people will always find fault in what people do. That's on y'all. Everyone has their own life to live, which is what it is. However, Cardi had every right to respond to him talking about her as a mom. Period. And until people tell Offset to get his shit together, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I refuse to be a woman basher and try to tell women, well, no, you be better. No, be better. Don't know. If you a part of growing, a part of healing, a part of grief, a part of getting over shit, there is an anger portion. Okay. There is a I'm a spaz out portion. There is an I'm stay quiet portion. There is an I'm over it portion. And all of those portions, all of those sides usually go out the window when someone comes for your motherhood. You know what I'm saying? When people talk about your family or you as a person, you usually get upset. So I am not going to be like, girl, don't do that. Now, Cardi will go on live every day, spazzing out. Because I've said it before. Cardi, stop. When Cardi B was always a social media influencer person. That's who she was. And she then started rapping. Okay. That's what she's always done. Right. Offset be around here publicly saying shit about her. But people want her to be the bigger person. Sometimes, bitch, I can't do that. A part of her healing may be voicing her frustrations. We have to stop expecting people to hold in stuff. Because then we blow up. If Cardi came online every day venting about Offset, what she's in the past, she has been on, spazzing out. And we said back then, girl, just stop. Girl, cut it out. That ain't what she doing now. But everyone's saying what she should do when Offset is the one around here causing the bullshit. That's what's crazy. That grown ass man went and said, I want spousal support from my wife who was raising and paying for our 3 children. That's insane to me. People want Cardi to not respond to Offset. They want her to let the idea of who she is someone who moved on too fast. She's dating somebody already. She's a bad mom. She ain't got no money. She's hiring. You can't expect some people, everybody ain't gonna take the Beyonce and Jay-Z route and just not say shit. Everybody ain't on it. And Beyonce has been media trained for 20 years. That ain't Cardi. And the fact of the matter is, there's probably things that Offset says publicly that we don't know was directly at Cardi. I know, right? Baby, you do know I'm not talking to you. You do know we are not having a one-on-one conversation. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that. I want you to know you're not the only person that, since this Cardi thing has happened, has had your opinion. A part of the chat thing is everyone feels how they feels. Everyone feels how they feel. You feel how you feel, and so do we. Back to my point, though. I just want to make it clear. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody about everybody. All the stuff I've seen on social media about this in general. Okay? But I will say everyone does what's best for them. In my opinion, Cardi don't need to be quiet. She doesn't. I think she had every right to respond back to what Offset was saying. I think she had every right to point out the hypocrisy in a grown man asking for spousal support when he isn't paying any bills. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Cardi's point was, you telling the Breakfast Club that I'm not with my kids. Nigga, what you mean? I'm paying for this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference. You know, that you can't publicly say stuff on a public platform and give information to the Breakfast Club about me and then think I'm gonna let it ride. I ain't gonna let it ride. And she did, I think what she knew she had to do was defend herself as a mom. You know? Anyway, I'm done because I told y'all I did not want it to be a 3-hour tour. And y'all said, it's gonna be a 3-hour tour. And I said, no, it ain't. It ain't gonna be that. And y'all said, yes, it is. And I said, y'all lying to me. No. And child, a 3-hour tour. Okay. But I hope y'all enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time. Look, y'all already know, stuff is gonna be what the T.I. is. Okay. And at the end of the day gonna end. I'll be live tomorrow, probably. I think so. Because I'm sure something gonna happen tomorrow. Okay. So y'all know 9 p.m. ish is the time I'm around here. Okay. A good time is always had by all. The comment section is always the commenting and sectioning or whatever. Everyone has their own opinions. Okay. Yours is yours, mine is mine, theirs are theirs, all that. Okay. We all respect each other and stuff and do what works for you. Okay. Which means also like the video, subscribe. Okay. And comment in the comment section. And if anything I said offended you, oh well. Okay. Look. No one should be offended by stuff. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Look, people we all ain't gonna agree in life, but I wish everyone well. I wish everyone health and wealth and good dick. Okay, because I like dick. Or good cooch. I don't know. Okay. We wish everyone the best. But at the end of the day, I will say this, I will always be for women being able to express themselves, even if that entails them cussing their baby daddy out on social media. Okay, because if she did not do that, what would I come and talk to y'all about? Okay, just saying, so we have to allow celebrities to vent, because they vent and then we come here and we discuss it. We look at both sides. That's what we do around here. Okay, anyway, peace, love, hair grease, chicken grease, legs and thighs and legs, but I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.